Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Taste Me Tuesday, the Tuesday of all Tuesdays. We are in the middle of August. Can you believe it? And here we are live together. I have just seen this link, which is very exciting. I'm going to share this to all of the people. When you're with us, please check in and say hi, shoot us a little comment. I am just the host today. I am not the big news and announcement, but I am going to just facilitate. I'm going to bring some epic people onto our screens with us, and we're going to have such a cool chat. Let me quickly share this. I found it. When you're with us, please say hi. I want to see these comments. I see already Domi is with us. Domi is back from her holiday where she ate all the croissants in rural France, and her idea of fun was like 300-kilometer bicycle rides, which is my idea of complete torture while I'm on holiday. Welcome back, Domi. It is the best having you with us. Hello, Trace. Hello, Deborah Lee. Hello, Valencia. Hello, Amy. Hello, Coach Sam, who is in the background. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, Jeanette. Oh, everyone is rolling in. Hello, Louise. Hello, Penny. Hello, everybody. Michelle says, can't wait for this. Hello. If you missed my picture, my little teaser picture about a half an hour ago, I posted a picture of myself eating a croissant, funnily enough, a ham and cheese croissant, which was like very ironic considering what this talk is all about, but also it just says, I need this talk so much. Hello, Kerry, my beautiful past supernova. I miss you, but I'm so glad that you're with us. Hello, Liesel. Tash is with us. Hello, Mar. She said, hated your workout today. Thanks, bye. Ugh, you know, you hate it, but you love it. Hello, Mika. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Penny. Hello, everyone that is with us. Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. She said, I saw that. That was hilarious. It's super exciting for me to be hosting this tonight, because one of the biggest things that I found when I was a one-on-one coach, and then one of the biggest things that I find in my own life, is that people will always struggle with one of the two things, exercise or nutrition. But usually it's much easier to put in exercise consistently into our habits. And more often than not, the hardest thing to do is to control what's going into your mouth and what's on your plate. And so when we were looking and discussing one of the things that we really were passionate about, and what our nutrition team was passionate about, and what we wanted to bring you, it was kind of that in mind. All of the experiences that I've had as a one-on-one coach, as I've had personally, as all the other coaches have found, and then also listening to the community and seeing what you guys have been struggling with, we have come up with something pretty epic for you guys. And I see Sharon is saying, my biggest issue is nutrition. It's most people's biggest issue. If nutrition is your biggest issue, I would love you to put it in the comments and put in what about nutrition is your biggest issue. Is it sugar, late at night sugar? Is it just all round nutrition? Is it overeating on carbs? Is it takeout? Is it just nutrition in general? Is it portion control? I would love to see in the comments what it is about nutrition that you struggle with the most. And if you don't struggle, I would love you to put in the comments like how you've managed to control that. For me, sugar actually used to be my biggest problem. And I actually have tackled sugar quite well, but I was saying behind the scenes that I'm planning on coming out to South Africa, and sugar is always a tough one when I come home, because all the Cadbury's and Chuckles and all the goodness is there. But sugar has always been my like number one problem, and fizzy drinks, that's kind of been my issue with my nutrition. I would love to know for you guys, what is it with nutrition that you struggle with? Is it portion control? Sharon is saying portion control, sticking to a plan. So without me going into too much, I want to bring in the legendary Adrian, who's going to come and chat to us. Adrian, hello.
Hello, Siri. So nice to be on the screen. I haven't been on the screen with you in ages.
I know. Actually. You know what? I was actually trying to find a picture of you and I to share instead of my croissant picture. And I couldn't find one. And then I was like, I could go and screenshot us cooking together, because that's like one of the like last things, all those early day workouts that we used to do together. It's been a while since those.
The night you were in my kitchen with me making some nachos was fantastic.
I'm ready for round 2 of cooking with Adrian.
When you're back in South Africa, you're going to have to make the most of it.
I'm ready. Adrian, everyone is actually commenting here about how much they struggle with nutrition, and everyone is saying, Pamela's saying for her it's too much wine. Sharon is saying sticking to a plan. Someone else is like licorice chocolate biscuits. What is it about nutrition that makes it so tricky for people to control?
I think you hit the nail on the head, is that there's so many aspects that can trip you up. For some people, it's knowing what to do because someone next door is telling you one thing. You've seen success on Jeff Together with someone who's followed something, or your friend is trying, and there's different results or different methods that get results, and they don't work for you, and then you get confused. And then there are little things that get in the way. There's a speed bump of it's a stressful time at work, or the little ones waking you up early in the morning and your energy levels are low. There's just so many things that get in the way of eating well, because you're going to eat 5, 6, 7 times a day. Anything that goes into your mouth, eating or drinking, there's a lot of opportunity to get it wrong. With exercise, you're committing to one thing in a day. You can get it right once, and off you go. So quite often it's easier to commit to it, and your barrier to success is possibly a little bit lower, which is great because it means you can kind of tick that off. And I think when we tell you what's coming, is learning from the success that we've had by pretty much on our one-on-one program, where we get such good results. It's the apex of results. We know that we get that because the exercise is there and the nutrition's there and it's tied in. And it's one of the things that we've felt is, the support and the accountability and the feedback hasn't quite been there elsewhere. And that's what we're looking to try and solve, is give everyone the knowledge, the tools, and importantly, the feedback and accountability to know what you're doing, where you're going right, where you're going wrong, celebrate the wins, and work on overcoming those little hurdles, because they're everywhere. Really.
They're everywhere. And the thing is that we're gonna tell you guys what we've launched. But before we tell you what we've launched, I want to speak a little bit about the why, because we obviously have our one-on-one program, which quite a few people have done and have been involved with, which is quite an extensive program where you have that coach and you're getting daily support, across the day. You're getting exercise kind of support, you're getting nutrition support. It's like that holistic package. But for some people, they just struggle with this nutrition piece, and we've been talking for quite a while, and people have been talking to us for quite a while about having something that's on offer that's just a nutrition kind of segment. And is this the first time we've done something like this?
It is. We had a bit of a nutrition challenge way back when things first we threw out.
But that was incorporating exercise, wasn't it?
But we still, we did.
So this is the first time. Exactly. This is the first time that we've ever done something like this, which we've been talking about for so long, and our entire nutrition team has gotten involved, and we're going to speak to them a little bit later as well. But drum roll, Adrian, do you want to do the intro of what it is?
I will. So what we are launching tonight is our 14-day food coach program for weight loss. So it's 14 days. It's intensive support from nutrition experts. It's our nutrition team only who are behind this, that is there to make sure that you are getting the results that you want, kickstarting your journey, getting over the weight loss plateau, the hurdles that are in the way, because we know we've given you some tools in Jeff Club. But the missing link is having the know-how, the feedback to adjust what you're doing, work out where you're going wrong, actually get to the nuts and bolts of what it is that's standing in the way of your success. Because we know that your results are 70% what you eat. I'm not biased in saying this.
But it's so true though, Adrian. It is so true, because I can speak for both sides. I can speak for the bulking and the gaining. The exercise was super important and being in the gym, but the nutrition segment and how much I had to eat was way more important, and how much and what that consisted of for me to put on weight. And now losing weight, if I don't couple the exercise with the nutrition, if I just do the exercise, I just stay at the same place. It's so important that what we eat, people always say you are what you eat, but it's kind of true.
Totally. It is, and it's the make or break. You can exercise. The thing about exercise is it gets you fit, it gets you strong, it gets you functional, it makes you feel better. But if you're looking for body changes, that's not going to happen without focusing on your nutrition.
No.
You can get fitter and stronger without sort of your nutrition playing its part. But if you want to change how your body looks, or your centimeters, or the weight on the scale, if there's something there that you're looking to change, your nutrition has to come along with it. And then it starts to be more important than what's going on. Obviously, the gold is doing both together. But when you aren't getting results and you're exercising well, there's only one thing that's
100%. So let's talk a little bit about what is this 14-day food coach for weight loss. So it isn't our one-on-one program. That's what it's not. It's not that. So explain a little bit about what it is, and what it's going to look like. It's just gone live on our platform. I see they've shared the link here. I'll share it on the 5 a.m. WhatsApp group, and then I know we'll put it on this link as well. But tell us a little bit about what it is. What does it entail for 14 days?
So essentially what we've done is we've learned from one-on-one. So in club, you've got access to the exercise part that we know has always worked, and you've been able to navigate a lot of it on your own, and a club coach can guide you through. But what we've been able to do now is take the parts of the results-orientated one-on-one that focused on nutrition, make it bite-size into 14 days, give us a shorter period to really just dial in and focus on what's getting going and get you started. And give that to you in something that's a bit more manageable. So it's 14 days that you commit to. You're in it for 14 days. You're going to get some habits started, or you're going to learn some things along the way, or work out what you need to focus on towards the end. But it's a bite-sized version of what you're going to get with a one-on-one coach led by one of our nutrition team as experts. So you're going to sign up. You have to be a club member for it. This isn't available for one-on-one because you're already getting that at
100%.
one-on-one. You've got a coach in your corner. You've got someone who's doing that for you. But if you're in life, if you're in club, if you're new to Jeff entirely, this is for you to understand your nutrition. So in Jeff Club, you get your nutrition plan. You guys should hopefully see that. You know a little bit about it. On one-on-one, it gets explained to you, and you learn a little bit about how it all works and what to do. But if you're navigating it on your own, sometimes you get unstuck in club, and you also don't know how to adjust it based on your progress or your results, or you're just not seeing what you want to see, or maybe not seeing it fast enough. So in our 14-day food coach for weight loss program, our focus is changing weight. All right. We might do some others at some stage when there's a bit of a different focus, but we know what we want to do is show you that weight loss is going to happen on your plate. So you sign up for 14 days. The link is in the comments that you can go and check it out. You have to be a club member for it. It's 950 Rand for 14 days of intensive support from our nutrition team. I'll bring in the rest of them who are going to support us on this just now. Sandi and Sam are going to dominate this with me. For 14 days, you have a look at your nutrition plan. You choose a menu. You can choose any menu. The beauty of Jeff Club is that the menu just layers on your nutrition plan. So it's really just flavors and foods that match your portions. Right. So you could pick any one. So we'll guide you through that. You load your 3 food picks every day. And in the morning, first thing in the morning, one of the nutrition team is going to feed back to you in detail what's on your plate, where you're winning, where you need to improve on. And our goal is to give you one thing to focus on every day. It might be something you're doing well. And the beauty of, I call it collateral damage when you're focusing on one thing, is that if you're focusing on that one thing, everything else sort of takes care of itself. So focusing on the things that are going to matter for a weight loss plate to get you going, 3 meals every day for 14 days to make sure that you are on track. So first thing in the morning, you're going to get the feedback from your nutrition expert. We're going to get you set up for success. Over 14 days, you're going to learn a lot of things. And at the end of it, you're going to get detailed reports on what you've done well, where you need to improve on, and what your options are going forward. So that it's not just 14 days and I'm done. You're not going to be where you want to be after 14 days. It's a start to pick you up, break through the plateau, or get you started, whatever it is, and kickstart your journey when you're looking for weight loss. So that's the crux of it. Every day, you're also going to get little nuggets and tips I'm filming a whole lot of new content.
Yes, it's almost like a course that kind of goes with it, but it's a course like we haven't done before, like little nutrition tips and nuggets, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, so every day we'll have something that's something to think about, a way to improve something, some easy wins or hacks. We're going to focus on things like what should be on the plate, why we actually even choose food logging, how to take proper picks so that your coach can give you qualified high-level feedback, how you're going to win at that, how you're going to build your plate, things like hunger and fluids, and we're even going to talk supplements. There's lots that's going to go on. And the three of us, myself, Sandi, and Sam, are going to be there to support you for those 14 days to make sure that you guys are winning.
Let's talk a little bit about Sandi and Sam before we bring them on, because sometimes people can get awkward when we try and like build them up. But like this team that we have at Jeff is like quite phenomenal. And this just isn't, like I said backstage to Sandi, I was like, I'm just hosting this, but I'm not going into detail because it's not where I win. And like, it's the same with like the exercise side. Like, it's quite amazing who we have in our team. And also quite a lot of people don't know the level of expertise of like the caliber of people that we have in our team as well. Talk to us a little bit about Sandi and Sam and just their backgrounds with food and just how phenomenal they are before we bring them on and force them to have to tell us.
So we're extremely lucky at Jeff that we've got a team of qualified experts, not just people who've kind of walk the walk, but they are qualified registered dietitians. So medically trained in their field, which is fantastic. Not just someone who's got a little piece of paper behind the name, but has gone through all the hard yards. So we've got highly qualified experts, and then they've got the experience that comes along with it. So Sandi's been with us for a good while now. She practiced privately before she joined us. Her passion is helping people with their food to get the results, personalizing what they need to do. She rolled out our virtual consults not so long ago. A few of you, I saw mentioned a little bit earlier, how she just dug into what you actually needed, not just what's on a piece of paper, but understanding you as an individual, where your little wins and losses are, and wanting to understand that to give you the tools to succeed. And now Usal is flying. Sandi has a passion for that. She's got experience behind it. She won't talk this up when she's on. Being in front of the camera is not her favorite thing. I can see her in the background there having a giggle, but I'll do it for her. So she's experienced, she's knowledgeable, she's compassionate, and we're quite lucky to have her in the team, and I'm excited that she's part of this. Sam brings a little bit of exuberance and energy to it, passion for food, content. You've seen her with some of the gut health stuff that she's done with us.
Amazing.
As well. So, really wants to understand or pass on her understanding of how the body works and food and how it's going to impact you and get the results. And they've both been one-on-one coaches for over a year and a half now at least. So they understand how it all works. Now we're just really dialing it into the nutritional aspect, and what they've picked up from the hundreds of clients that they've worked in, they know they can get to the results a little bit quicker because they've been there, they've seen it all, they've seen every plate that's out there, and they know how to adjust that for you. And that's what we bring into you in the 14-day food coach program. Should
we bring the girls in?
Let's bring them in.
Let's bring them in. Oh, how was that intro, you two?
Wow, very embarrassing. Thanks for having me.
Sans, I was actually saying, like, you and I a while ago we did some Jeff Ed series, and one of them was even like helpful tips for parents for back to school and what to put in a lunchbox. And I was saying I need to go back and look at that now. Speak to us a little bit about your passion with food, but also with helping other people, and why this 14-day kind of program is so exciting for you.
Well, I just think it's wonderful because it's an opportunity for us to delve and dig deeper and find out sort of what makes people tick, and give them individualized, personalized assistance. For me, and hopefully Adrian won't block his ears too much, but my sort of big goal when I'm going to be looking at the meals every day is to make sure that your meals are actually enjoyable. Firstly, they need to look like you're enjoying them, but I'd love it if you could also include some comments and tell me actually whether you enjoy that meal, because it's not going to be sustainable if you're not enjoying your meals. I'm a huge, and anybody who's spoken to me before will also agree that whole 20-80% principle is so critical for me. You need to have those treats occasionally. Doesn't have to be like a triple chocolate nut sundae or anything, but you need to include foods that you enjoy that are not necessarily the most nutritious. So
but we're not including treats over this 14-day program. Am I correct? Like this is a proper.
Well,
are we?
Yes and no. So it doesn't, like I say, not chocolate nut sundaes and like a liter of wine every day. Then there will be problems. But I think every now and then, my big focus, and no, you don't need to include treats, but my big focus is enjoyment. You need to be enjoying the foods. I don't want people to have sky high cortisol levels because they feel like it's a very strict diet and somebody's watching. That's not the idea. The idea here is for us to provide support. And by the end of the 14 days, you need to really be enjoying food and think to yourself, actually, I can carry on doing this forever. That would be my goal. That's what I'd like for everyone to get out of it.
The sustainability of it, the fact that eating, like, this is something that I've realized though with Jeff is the clients that I've one-on-one coached have all come back to me and said they didn't realize how much they could eat to still lose weight. We often have this idea in our heads that you have to restrict yourself and restrict food groups in order to have sustainable results. But also there's this idea that it has to be boring and plain and yuck, but it can actually be unbelievably delicious, which I think is super cool. And to be able to have your guys' support for people, especially those that struggle with creativity or struggle with knowing how to like eat enjoyable food whilst it's still being on plan and on track and in line with their weight loss goals, I think is going to be so epic. Sam, you haven't been with us as long. We were just saying that I haven't actually gotten to know you as well as I have with the others. But speak to us just a little bit about your approach to food and kind of maybe what some of the common mistakes are that you see that people try and make when they're trying to fill their plate.
So yeah, I mean, basically what you said is like so many times I've had people come on the one-on-one and then saying like, I'm actually eating so much more and I'm actually losing weight. And I think it's just teaching people how you can still eat food and enjoy it, but just the different food groups in the right amount. So, maybe adding more veg or having the right proteins and less, the right foods in the right amount. And also like what Sandi said, making it unique. Like we all so unique. So everyone has different lifestyles and needs different things. So finding what works for you and sustainable, I think, is really important. So that's what's so nice about this program is that we work, one-on-one with you, but just on your nutrition, because like we said, nutrition is 70%, which is most of it. So it's so important to understand that and make sure that you are eating well, because I mean, also you want to feel, it's not so much also about it is about the weight, but you also want to feel good, and I think that's also important. And once you start learning to eat well, you feel so much better as well.
It's so true. It is so true. I'm like a sugar addict and I've cut it out. And now when I eat sugar, I feel sick for like the rest of the day. It's quite amazing how your body gets used to not having it. And then when you do have it, how my body is just like, I get this like weird taste in my mouth and I just feel yuck, like completely yuck.
And also when you start eating that way, you don't actually crave those things as much anymore because your body just gets used to it and wants to eat better because you know how you feel and your energy levels are better. And, I think it's just a knock-on effect with everything.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be having this 14-day program. I want to open up the forum now for questions because there's been quite a lot of questions. Azzy in the background, I might have missed some. So if you want to bring them up on the screen, here we go. Adrian, what if you don't want to lose weight, but you're progressing in strength and in guidance in maintaining those gains in a healthy way?
So our focus for this program is weight loss. So all the content we're creating, everything the behind it is there with pretty much a single goal. When there are other goals, it's great because we've got other things that can support that. So we've either got the virtual consults where you can just get us for 30 to 40 minutes if you just want a little bit of advice, and you can see all of that stuff in the shop. Or we've obviously got the one-on-one as well if you need this, but for a different goal. And in time, we might evolve this and build different things and based off your guys' feedback, because everyone is quite different. But there are other options across how we can still support you in your goals, a little bit different to that at the moment.
Epic. Azzy, because they registered, can't we then claim for medical aid to make it more palatable?
You can do that for the virtual consults, but if you had to equate it to getting essentially 20 or 30 minutes of our time every morning, you'd run out of medical savings, and it wouldn't be near 900 grand. So if you want to make something that you can maximize from your medical savings account and perhaps earn some vitality points if you need it as well, our virtual consults are for you. But the daily support and essentially something that might be time-wise, according to medical aid rates, valued, 5,000 or 6,000 rand, we're giving it to 950. I think it really is good value to have one of the three of us as dietitians, nutrition experts every day for 2 weeks is exceptional.
No, it's massive. It's massive. Settings like such amazing foundations. As are the other questions that have come through. Will you get? Let me give this to you, Sans. Will you get specific individual tweaks customized?
Yes, for sure. Like that's what we're looking at. Oh, sorry. Sounds like getting confused.
Go, Sam. Go, Sam.
But yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, is that we're looking at your nutrition and finding what works for you, because we are also unique. So there will definitely be tweaks, and we're going to look at each meal each day and give you feedback on that for sure.
I like it. Is it similar to the nutrition course you did in the beginning?
That'll be for me. So no, not at all. The nutrition course in the beginning was me in front of a camera, just dropping a little bit of facts, which is great. And if you haven't done it, I suggest perhaps doing it, because it lays.
And that's free on Club to do as well. So anyone can go do that.
This is about feedback. This is about us looking at what you are doing every day to tell you where you're going well, where you're going wrong, so that you get little bits from us absolutely every day to tweak what you're doing. So the content that I'm filming for it is it's actually not like the nutrition course either, so it's completely fresh. You can do both if you want to. Go do the nutrition course for free and upskill yourself, and then you've got this when you're really just looking for results, is what we're trying to do.
I like that we have so many questions coming through. Azzy, if there's more, you can just keep shooting them through. Here we go. Can you use your points? I don't believe you can for this. Am I correct? No. So you can use points to join club. Absolutely. You just can't use points for this nutrition course. So you can use your points for club, but you can't use it for the course. So Azzy, you can give us another question. Here we go. Do you recommend chromium supplements to curb sugar cravings? This one is Sandi.
Yeah. Nice one. So to be honest, I wouldn't. No. I would very much always try and everything sort of through food first. I think that if you feel that it is going to work, there's no harm done. But I think if you do your time, if you give yourself a week or 2 weeks of lowering your sugar intake, literally your taste buds, there are adaptations that happen that will change your craving. So do your time. Don't look for a shortcut.
That's the thing. There's no shortcuts to success, Sans.
But yeah, you might be moody and hate the names Adrian, Sam, and Sandi for a little bit, but you'll get over it. And it's very good.
I saw the question, when does it start, or is it up to us to decide? So, Adrian.
Yes, so it opens today. You've got until the 26th to sign up. On Monday, the 29th, the 2 weeks will start. So we're all doing this together. It's not a shotgun start. We all start together. Monday, the 29th, we kick it off. So you've got a little bit of time, but
there's limited space, right? There's only 3 of them, and they want to be able to give you guys. They want to be able to look at your food pictures in the morning from the day before and give you legit full, like, their time, be able to give you detailed analysis of what's on your plate, what you can tweak. They want to be able to make sure that they're not like juggling through you. So there's limited space to this program. It's a 14-day program starting on the 29th. If you're wanting to get involved, you have until the 26th to sign up. But if we hit our numbers, we will have to cut that off earlier, because we want to make sure that you're getting the value that we can promise you, and we can't give you that value if we oversaturate it. So we're all going to start together on the 29th, which is super exciting. And if you want to join, get yourself going. Does the plan cater for different cultural foods? I think this is the best part about Jeff, right?
Exactly.
Who wants to answer this one?
The beautiful thing is that the menus We could create any menu for anyone. So Ramadan, we created a Ramadan-focused menu that brought in different things.
We have vegetarian as well. Do we have vegan?
Vegetarian, vegan, yep. And you can also create your own menu, which is amazing. So Sandi is really good at showing people how to maximize all the amazing things that we've built in the background and using the swap outs and whatever, because we've done the heavy lifting, meaning you select absolutely anything and it automatically adjusts to what your portions should be. Now, during this program, we can guide you on perhaps the meals or the menus, but importantly, what those, and we're going right back to the beginning. I think the issue that a lot of people mentioned was not knowing their portions is what this is all about. So having the plan is part of that, but then having someone to explain it to you or show you where you're going wrong or getting that right, because you can eat absolutely anything as long as you get your portion right, is really what it comes down to.
Adrian, I saw, your Sands, go.
Sorry, I thought I'd just jump in there quickly. I think we almost want to see some meals that aren't on the menu. So if you can put that forward, we want you to be as real as possible. And if we think it looks fantastic, and that's why the more information you can put in the comments, the better. Maybe we can share it with the rest of the community as well. But yeah, I for one definitely want to see some creative meals coming through.
I saw, here we go. Will we have our own personal WhatsApp group or Facebook group for sharing info? So is there an accountability side to this? Is everyone that's joining going to be put in a group? Adrian, do you know the answer to this one?
So you won't have a group amongst everyone else. You and us will be in a private message chat within the web app. So as soon as you sign up, you'll get popped into that. And then you'll have me and Sam or Sandi being in that group with you, and that's where you'll converse every day. You'll see everything. All the content will be given to you in the same format that some of our other courses appear. So every day you'll see the little tidbit that we're giving you, the video or the fact or the whatever it is. And then you've got your chat that you and your coach will have every day.
I also think it would be pretty cool for those that feel, thanks Azzy, for those that feel comfortable, like sharing your kind of 14-day diary journal daily on Jeff Together if you want to, or on the web app. I think it would be cool for the rest of the people that potentially aren't doing it to follow everyone's kind of meal journey and kind of using our social platforms, if you feel comfortable, to share your meals and maybe even share your experiences of like, I got feedback on this meal and this could have been better. I feel like it's quite a cool way for all of us to learn from you if that's something that you're wanting to do. I love that there's been so many questions and so much interest and insight into this. For our 14-day program is now launched with U3 Legends. Reminding you, starts on the 29th. You have until the 26th to sign up. Limited space, considering there's only 3 of these amazing humans involved in this program, and they want to be able to give you the time that you need to make sure that you can set really good new healthy habits. Have I missed anything, Sammy? Anything else from your side? I know you're excited.
I'm so excited. No, I just think go sign up so we can get started. But yeah, I think we've covered it all, and yeah, looking forward to everyone that is signing up. It's going to be really fun as well.
If any of you have any questions at all about the program, you can DM either me and I can pass you on to one of these 3, or find Adrian, Sandi, or Sam on Facebook. You can shoot them a DM. If you're on the web app, you can shoot them a private message on there as well. Ask them anything and they can answer the questions. If you have any other further questions about the program, don't be afraid to ask. Also, if you're like, oh, I want to do this and there's just something that's holding you back, I just feel like now is the time. Like we're so good at making excuses for why we shouldn't do things, and I just feel like it's the time now to kind of take the reins, take control of what you're putting into your body. And I just know firsthand from these last 3 months, it's just made such a difference to my life, taking control of what I'm eating, with really good balance, like Sandi was talking about, and I love food so much.
Ooh, Siri loves it so much that
Am I back? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Obviously, one of my family
members. It was a mic drop.
That actually was. I was like finishing us off. Is there anything else you guys want to say? Otherwise, I'm done now with my spewing of words.
All good. It was fabulous to share the time with you, Siri, Sandi, and Sam. I'm really looking forward to this. It's really, I haven't been this excited about something in a while. Maybe since we released the cookbook, which if you haven't got, go and get. It's just a little plug. But it's epic because we really get to show you the value that nutrition's going to bring when you focus on it. Because that's what we want to give you guys is the key to results. And that's what these four
Herman is calling you guys the nutrition Avengers. So from myself and the nutrition Avengers, we are saying good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We can't wait to see some signups rolling in for this epic program. If you have any questions, shoot it to us. But from our family to your family, we are saying toodaloo and goodbye.